Scale testing is a testing protocol that we use where we scale down real-world scenarios into smaller machines so that we can test and validate the designs we come up with in a way that's cost-effective and time-efficient.
It allows us to actually test them in our live pit to provide the customer a control, but at the same time, the end solution. The end solution is the absolute optimized approach for our customers.
It allows you to do a whole bunch of testing and adjusting quickly, cost effectively, so that you don't have to put mine site operations at risk. Traditionally, if you wanted to make a bucket design change, you're looking at hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of dollars worth of downtime and manufacturing fabrication. With scale testing, we can manipulate the exact pieces that we are looking to improve. We can get the results quickly. We can be confident with that, and we know that that translates into the field.
It's particularly valuable when there's something innovative or new that we're trying to do, or perhaps where there's 3 or 4 different options that you might want to figure out which is the best solution to optimize something.
Products that are actually put through scale testing are the products that are really based around large capital purchases, large car slips, large buckets, stuff like that.
There's a lot of different ways we can do scale testing. First of all, you've got to understand what it is that you're digging in, and make sure you start by setting up your scale pit or your scale operation to match what's happening in the real world. So you're talking about bench heights, you're talking about particle sizes, densities, material selection, all that kind of stuff. Once you've got your pit scaled, you can then look at the actual machine constraints and scale that down to suit and make sure that you've got the right parameters scaled correctly.
With wear and bucket fill and void detection, we typically use sort of visual metrics, so cameras, we've got buckets with viewing ports. We also have a model of our Titan system on the machine.
So the Titan system allows us to record all the sensors that we have on the system in real time. So not only are we calculating the payloads and the fill energy in real time as we're doing this testing, allowing us to view it on the screen as we're doing the testing, we can also then take that data back up to the office and play that in real time in conjunction with the strain gauge data, which allows us to get a really informative view of what's going on with the machine as it's digging.
You can customize too far where you end up saying, it suits something so specifically that you actually can't use it anywhere else. And that's the danger of not doing scale testing, because you find a specific site with a specific condition, you try and solve that problem and you create a whole bunch of others. So for us, putting stuff into the scale test situation, you get a result that solves a specific problem, but that can be used broadly across all their applications. Scale testing sets us apart because most of our competitors just don't have the ability to really test and validate something this way. They'll have to go to market either with something that's suboptimal or something that they just think is going to work. And even if it does work, you still don't know whether you could improve it. Whereas we get the opportunity to say, let's optimize it beforehand and make sure that it then really delivers the right results. It's one thing to measure whether a system wears, but if you can't measure the productivity, you never know what you're missing. So that really gives us the ability to deliver extra productivity type results to our customers that others just can't do.
When we go down these paths on optimized solutions and utilizing scale testings, customers normally drop their guard because what they tend to see is us open up with a lot of transparent information and data that's driven to the decision that we provide. So validating that before it actually gets seen in the field allows them to have a lot more faith in what is brought to the table by CR, because we believe in our solutions that we bring to the table. We believe in everything that we validate to the customer.
Many customers have got a tremendous amount of value out of the scale testing, but something that we often hear customers say is they're amazed at how accurate and similar the scale testing is to what they actually do on site. It's been highly effective, highly valuable, and yeah, we certainly want to do more of that going forwards.